said, which part of America are you now?
North.
Paul said, it's a whole lot of work for very little money. Silkuna said, what do you look, which one is good? Streamlabs said, thank you for following IJDGAF. QUAKED said, hi main. Jake the Snake Gammon said, how many traps do you have?
I got 560 out now.
Following Skulls Raiders. Viking King 716 said, wish I was 26 again, be 41 on Monday. Gwynevit said,
happy early birthday.
And checks if they have eggs. Dweeja Bulgaji said, holy. Ed Kiefer said, same, be 75 tomorrow.
Happy early birthday, Ed.
Half an hour till I get here, go chop those trees down. IJDGAF said, we don't get fresh crap here in Kansas, LOL. Midnight Muddy said, happy early birthday.
4 hats.
Ed Kiefer said,
Is he back yet?
Algaji said, is dragging for mussels any good this time of year in Maine?
I think
Streamlabs
they do it in the
said,
winter.
thank you for following Tico84. Zask said, how many traps do you check in a day? Nadav said,
it all depends.
Do you only hunt lobster? Winguncle said, Midnight Muddy, good morning beautiful lady. Gwynevit said, happy early birthday Maney. Ed Kiefer. Just an ordinary Joe said, happy birthday Ed. Midnight Muddy said, good morning. 4hash said, you rat? 4hash said, Ren.
You see your Facebook?
Said, go Shotty, it's almost your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. The Frame Queen said, they say tank lobster tastes like trash Canelo now. Winguncle said, hello Miss Harper. Marcus Silkina said, is there more people with you on the sea? Streamlabs said, thank you for following Swill06. 4hash said, yes I did. IJDGAF said, it's Bob here in landlocked Kansas. Boy said, Facebook LOL. Queen said, as a fellow Midwesterner, I feel the pain. GMC189 said, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Ed, happy birthday to you. Quillian said, I think it'll be dope to have the boat clean scrubbed down once a quarter. Besant said, how much for one lobster? Dweeja Bulgaji said, I still think a cheddar is like an uncrustable lobster.
One lobster is 100,000.
Bravo said, Jafir Dole Urwo. The Frame Queen said, it'll take 50. Chris said, good morning.
Morning.
OC7 said, N. Glass said, thank you for following Ascom5. Said, 1000, IJDGAF said, how early do you get out on the water daily? Winguncle said, we'll keep all English language only please. His92 said, how many routes do you have, like every day a different one? Boomer Stilly said,
yeah.
How long do the pots soak before you check them? Wheel Kibabo said, I have big bid. G-Kid said, I didn't understand, sorry. How much for one lobster? Million said, is this your own biz? Family biz or are you an employee for a core? Dweeja Bulgaji said, Hope you have a good day, brother. Y'all too, chat. Uncotten said. Greetings from Russia. Good luck with the fishing. Fister Boy said. English only. Said. It's time to clean the boat.
Not yet.
Hoodie said. Can't clean a boat in the middle of working. Zach said. Hey Peanut and family, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you, RP?
So far, chat.
We're doing good, RP.
Clean boat equals empty crates. D0C7 said. We don't clean the boat when you're working, that is like wiping when you're pooping.
Oh, shit.
He said. Hey RP.
Pretty much though, Doc.
Shinger Snap said. LOL. And said. Do you love what you do, or is it just a way to pay the bills and maintain like most of us?
Oh, I love what I do.
What do you like to do in your free time? Streamlabs said.
iRace.
Following Lexi Gerald.
I like to iRace. If anybody else likes to iRace, join the Discord. Maybe we can run a hosted tonight.
Black said. Thank you for following Veloci Drag. Normally Uniform said. This beats a desk job any day. Chameleon said. What are your hours or operation, bro? Splocanton said. What do you like to race? Besant said. Make a swim smiling face with sunglasses.
I'll race anything.
Streamlabs said. Thank you for following Rusted Marble. Streamlabs said. Thank you for following Sene. Mr. Boy said. Just say you're going to have a hoedown tonight, grinning face with squinting eyes. RP Zach said. Everything's fine here. It's finally gotten cooler around here, and it's finally raining again.
Oh, nice,
David
RP.
said, how about COD once in a while? LOL. With all the followers, we could do a custom Warzone match. D0
Oh, we probably could too.
He can't swim. Just an ordinary Joe said.
I like that idea too, Grant.
Racing here. It can be quite expensive.
It can be.
Said, what made you start streaming? Besant said.
My daughter.
Streamlabs said. Thank you for
So she could watch.
Person 7 said. He don't know how. So Kina said. You do iRacing?
I do. Every night.
Just mutiger. Just an ordinary Joe said. Who is Diox7? Streamlabs said. Thank you for following its Warpsy.
Some guy from like Antarctica or something.
So Kuna said. I also do iRacing.
Do you?
Bubba84 said. Is it good today?
It is.
Streamlabs said. Thank you for following Joesticky. Zach said, starting today, truck is available in Dragmaster. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's go 3 wide. Streamlabs said, thank you for following him. Sorry. G-Kit said, can we swap lobsters for mushrooms?
I don't eat vegetables.
1007 said, you should see yourself iRacing. Twinabit said, hey Rich Hookless.
Maybe this
Winkle
weekend.
Said, good morning, Rich.
A lot of people have asked. Maybe this weekend.
Said, how many rockets you get per day? Nekachin said, Veggies are paid. Normally uniformed.
True.
Said. Doc 7 has a big pack. Jack better behave. Mr. Boy said. One more cup of coffee. The Frame Queen said. Captain at the desktop. Marcus Silcuna said. There is 24H race this week. Sean Kissel said.
Shit.
Morning peanut and chat.
Where is it? Whoa. Morning.
It said. Hey Sean Kissel. Midnight Muddy said. Morning. Before said. How many latex you get per day? Rich Hoquist said.
As many as I
Good
can.
morning. Marcus Silcuna said. 24H race Daytona.
Is it a course though?
Kissel said. Midnight Muddy Hiya.
Or is it the oval?
Silcuna said. Yes. Scriptex said. Who has time for a 24-hour race? That's not.
Thank you for the
Silcuna
gifted.
said. Race Carees. Streamlabs said. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
following
thank you.
Sing23. Gwynabit said. W. Akanekachan. Madded said. Do you fish when the waves are crazy too?
Yep.
Midnight Hoodie said. W. Akanekachan with the gifted thank you.
Thank you. Oh.
Meow 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 meow. Luis 15K2 said. Hello
No,
hard
fuck
here.
off with spamming TTS. Some bitches.
Boy said. Alright everybody have a great day. Happy Tuesday Peter. Keep up the good lobster traffic trapping.
you.
Much love brother. Got to go get this work done. Be back in like 4 hours if you're on peace. Madded said.
be
Is it a
safe.
dangerous job?
Very.
Before said. Is your crew sick or you are fishing alone?
I'm all
Conscriptex
alone.
said. Always the weird and creepy people who abuse TTS. Frenchie 33rd said. Stupid question. Coop 42 said. Ever get confused what
I probably have a stupid answer. No, I don't.
Xxatrev said. What's the sketchiest situation y'all ever been in out there?
Well, my boat was sinking. Shutter.
OC7 said. They was talking about the question asked.
Better.
Streamlabs said. Thank you for
Oh.
following the Taylor. Conscript X said. I think he said when they get their fishing license for the year they must dictate what color their boys
Yeah,
are.
we do.
Streamlabs said. Thank you for following Shyas97. Akanekachan said. Just got on Howie Hewling. Streamlabs said. Thank
We're
you
doing
for
pretty good.
following Rondogs. Gwynabit said. Some people don't know if it's dangerous or not, if they never seen lobstering. Thank you for following Abacus Try GG. Besant said. I wanna be a fisherman like you.
No, you don't.
Antagonist said.
No, you don't.
Do we have clean lobster pants today? Wingunko
No,
said.
they're home.
That's why
I'm
he
in
has a lot.
plaid
Midnight Hoodie said.
things.
They are in the washer.
Shutter. She washed my
Before
shirt
said,
though.
how many locker do you have? Conscript X said, is there a cooldown period for front page applications?
Nope.
I think you need to sport the full lobster man outfit. The Frame Queen said, no you don't. Yes Moody said, you didn't strap the lid on top of that one trap.
They got different latches.
Said, can I came to work with you?
If you rub my back, yep.
Black said, thank you for following Sync Semester. Then 418 said, I love bags for lobster. Said, LOL. Said, no cause I don't know anything about it. Antagonist said, I have big strong back rubbing hands. D0C7 said, do I have to rub your back while you're working or between each string? Before said, is this year's better than the last? Gwenabut said.
I'd say it's
now
about the
you
same.
started something, Peanut. The frame queen said. Is there a way that you can tell when a hobby fisherman runs over your line?
No.
Cryptex said. When we rub your back, does it have to be with our hands? Besson
Preferably
said.
your feet.
I have a big rod back. Laugh said. Thank you for following Uncadelic. Thank you for following Bye-Bye-E4. Proceeding 418 said. How many lost trips do you think sit on the bottom there?
Probably a
Streamlabs
lot.
said. Thank you for following Bruce. Peter said. Ross, do you prefer eye contact? Bye-Bye-E4 said.
A lot of eye
Do you
contact.
fish halibut too? Leech 72
Sometimes
said.
with my gram.
You should start charging for lobster fishing tours. You get paid to have a helper. Win-win. Gwenabut said. OMG. Said. WTF.
I don't let the wife cut her toenails, and then she'll rub my back with her feet and like it digs right in.
Said, are you worried that you will be robbed by pirates? Gwenabut said,
No.
and you wonder why we get some weirdos in here. LOL.
That's what you guys are for, to take care of them.
That should be deleted by the moderator. LOL. Wingwickle said, I can't show my feet, it makes little kids cry. Jems Shinger Snap said, so Woody has talents. LOL.
Yes.
E4 said, what other species do you fish? The frame queen said,
Lobster.
are those ropes cold from being in the deep water? Moscast 222
Nope.
said. Rusty yes? Streamlaugh said. Thank you for following Bish. Studer said. I'm not a weirdo Mayo, it was an honest question. I too prefer copious amounts of eye contact. Gwenabut said. Pat up. Mtulu said. Did you ever try Dickens cider? FPS Moody said. This has got to be the coolest stream I've seen on Twitch, thanks for being different.
Oh, I'm different, alright.
113 said, if it perhaps happened that you catch a blue one, how much would that one be worth, assuming selling to a collector? The frame
I'd take it
queen
home and eat
said,
it.
LOL. Evilpitter 1 said, no time to lose, I only like Dickens cider in the can. Dreamlaugh said, thank you for following Zeodrin. Laugh said, thank you for following Magic 91. Only said, Dickens cider, Dickens cider, Dickens cider, Dickens cider,
You
Dickens
fucking
cider,
cunt.
Thacker, I drink Dickens cider, Dickens cider, Dickens cider.
Fucking miserable piece of shit. Someone
This
ban that
whole lot of different
motherfucker.
than deadliest catch. Love it. It said, East End. No time. Evilpitter 1, I prefer glass. Trickle said, get permaban Basso. Magic 91 said, good morning from Maine as well.
Morning.
Train Queen said, trolls awake early today. Midnight Hoodie said, I do cut my toenails by the way. Gwenabut said, dog ban him. Gwenabut said, ban. Laugh said, thank you for following 93 Ren. 710 said, did you finish your cheesecake? The last
Nope,
straw
I
said,
got like half
did
left.
you ever pull up a cage so full you couldn't lift it up?
No, not yet. Maybe I had that issue soon, but
BTCH said, how's your day going? Winkle said,
Not bad.
morning Greg. RTB said, yo Uncle Wing Big Dog. RTB said, morning. Peanut will be the next worldwide celebrity. He fishes in Maine, races online, eats McDonald's religiously, and occasionally uses vulgar language. Streamlabs said, "Thank you for following BTH."
Am I not supposed to use vulgar language?
I'm Toulouse said, "What time of the year is the best for lobster catching?"
Late summer, early fall. About the time of year it is right now.
Her TV said, "Right now."
I got swamp ass so bad it ain't even funny.
Who said, "No time to lose now." Just an ordinary Joe said, "Skipper, it's your boat. We are only along for the ride." BTCH said, "What hours do you do a day?"
It all depends. It all depends.
"91 said, "Do you ever catch lobsters with babies?" Said,
an egger?
This
Yep.
channel in my recommended section, LeMayo.
I don't know.
Lab said, "Thank you for following 91 cents." The uniform said, "Peanut takes on beard meets food at the lobster eating challenge when." The frame queen said, "For why not?" Magic 91 said, "I pickled for a few months. Was a humbling experience. Much appreciation for the work you do." Pat 113 said, "Because it's interesting to watch." Streamlabs said, "Thank you for following Edgedegger 8T." Streamlabs said, "Thank you for following the Hydra." Chris said, "I just don't watch any fishing content, so kinda weird."
I don't know how that works, to be completely honest with you. I don't know.
Populivine said, "Now you do."
Welcome in.
Everybody said, "Today's the day." D0C7 said, "Was you looking for chicks licking fake ears?" LOL. Just an ordinary Joe said, "For those who care, NASA's stream is right next to Peanut's stream. Is there a correlation?" Regular TV said, "LOL doc." Set out BTCH said, "What do you hate about your job?"
The fog.
Punch said, "Stumbled onto the stream sort of by accident, but love it. Stay
Thank
safe."
you.
Supermodity said,
Thank you.
"Didn't expect to get this banger on my recommended." Greenwood said, "Thank you for following Scorpion 56.3. Said, "Peanut is kind of out of this world, LOL." Streamlabs said, "Thank you for following G4RB4J. Gwenabit said, "LOL."
Why'd you just send me that, hon?
30B said, "W Twitch for recommending actual content." Straw said, "I if your foot tangled with that rope while you are throwing the cages down. Can cages pull you down to see, are they that heavy?"
Yeah,
Streamlabs
yeah.
said, "Thank you for following Jacapian 368. Her Texas address said, "Do you sell everything you catch to the same vendor? Or
Yeah.
how does that work?" Streamlabs
Goes to the
said,
same guy.
thank you for following FPKCS. How long do these trips take? J2 Smooth 51 said. How old are you? Let me guess, 34? Japan
25.
368 said.
I'm only
Did
a day
catch
tripper.
squirrel. Just an ordinary Joe said. Well played. I agree. Boss just texted him. Stop cursing. 1 LOL. Smooth 51 said. You are definitely not 25, you look 50.
Born in-
Ha ha ha.
Born in 2000.
Dirk said, anyone ever tell you you look like half through the mountain? Streamlabs
Nope.
said, thank you for following us with that too. Said, she actually calls him Trucker. I said, Daddy looks 40. LOL. Race 2 with 41 said, James was looking for you last night, he needed someone to turn. LOL.
Oh boy.
J2 Smooth 51 said, put a fish in your pocket. Take it home and then leave it in your closet for 5 gifts.
Cheddar.
He said, absolutely not. J2 Smooth 51 said, where is this location?
Off the coast of Maine. What are we running
Smooth
tonight,
51
Junior?
said, Maine nice. 113 said, what did the lobster say to the sea turtle? Don't get snappy with me. The frame queen said, we.
I can't get this outside screen here to fucking fish. May end up moving them if they don't
51
fish
said,
after this.
that joke. LOL.
Tell you one fucking thing. I got swamp
Said,
ass.
can you say hi to B. Bruno?
Cheddar. I got swamp ass like no tomorrow.
The Smooth 51 said, what's the rarest thing you ever got?
Half and half colored lobster.
Said, we gotta get you up to the overalls.
A what now?
Trickle said, take a dip off the stern to rinse your stern. The Smooth 51 said, did you ever hurt yourself working with fish? Mara
I
said,
broke my hand out here
"Check
before."
the last air conditioning under your blanket.
Oh, interesting.
I said, add many fans to the pants helps vent farts and swap ass. LOL.
Cheddar.
CKL said, what do you yield on an AVG day? J2 Smooth 51 said, how long you been doing this?
My whole life. I like to have 200 pounds a day, if not
Said,
more.
do the Blue Lobster sell for more?
No, they sell for the same. Uh-oh. Why?
Said, do you sell them yourself? J2 Smooth 51 said, your whole life so 52
Cheddar.
years? LOL.
26.
Win 41 said, I think they got some MMS going on tonight. I think Daytona in the B car, the frame queen said. Lively guy.
Interesting.